Hey guys, welcome back to Wanderlusting Lawyer. I'm so excited to be here making videos again for you guys. If you missed my last video, I took some time away because I was finally getting to have my wedding celebration. It was wonderful. My in-laws were with us from France for a while, and so just didn't really have a chance to make any new videos. Side note, we'll be doing our honeymoon, I think, in Hawaii in February. So if you have any travel tips, please feel free to leave them below. I haven't been since I was a kid, so I just want to make sure we're seeing and doing all of the awesome stuff, and especially stuff that's off the beaten path, a little bit more of a rustic experience maybe, but still romantic, still peaceful. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to the question of the week series. And these aren't the only videos I'm going to be doing. Still have other videos to make as well, but people seem to like the format. I can give you guys a nice digestible piece of information in a short period of time. And I take my inspiration often from the questions I see come up in the Camino groups that I'm a part of. So today I'm going to be talking about how you charge your electronics when you're on the Camino. I have a separate video devoted to all the electronics I took when I did my Camino Aragonés a couple summers ago. But today I'm specifically just going to talk about how to deal with charging them. You know, you may be wondering, if you haven't done a Camino, is there a place to charge them? Do I just need to not bring any electronics? How does that work? So the first thing you're going to want to do, especially if you live in outside Europe, in the US, well, this is embarrassing, I assume Canada, but my apologies, Canadians, if you have the same electrical outlets as in Europe. I probably should have checked that before I did this video. That's embarrassing. But at least here in the United States, we have plugs, that fit into these flat, they have flat prongs. In the US, in the EU, the electrical outlets have round prongs. So you'll want to buy what's called an adapter. You may hear different things about transformers versus adapters. Transformers actually, and this is not technical language, but it takes an electronic that works on a different electrical voltage that we have here in the United States, and it transform that current to work in the EU. We're not talking about that because most of the electronics you should have, whether it's, AirPods, a phone, whatever, they all can work on both voltages. So you just need something called an adapter that adapts your phone's plug to the specific outlet, which again is round shaped. So one trick I have is to buy one like this that's still very lightweight, but it has lots of room for different things. So this one has this type of plug, outlet, and then 3 USBs and 1 USB-C, which I know on my tablet, this is what it has. So this one is nice because I allowed, what'll happen is when you get to the albergues, you may have your own outlet right next to your bed, to your bunk. Obviously, if you're in a private hotel, you don't have to worry about sharing, but you may not. There might just be like one power strip for the whole room, which I've seen. So what you can do with this is you can turn, one available plug and place into something that works for at least 4, maybe 5 people. So the only thing I don't like about these, and I've never been able to find one that doesn't have it, is they all have a light. They all have a tiny little light that I guess is there to show you it's working. I don't find it necessary at all because you'll see on your device if it's charging. So I recommend covering it with, I use like a little piece of duct tape. It's not 100% perfect, but it does cover it. And it's a tiny pinprick of a hole, but the light can be very bright. But this is the best brand I've found. If it's still available on Amazon, I'll link below. Otherwise, I'll try to find something comparable. I don't even think it was $10 and it worked great. I wish this part folded in and out, but we can't have everything. But yeah, so it's pretty easy to handle charging your electronics. Again, if you're in an albergue, you may deal with sharing outlets. You may not have your own, but having a product, an adapter like this really, allows you to, if somebody else is plugged in, you can say, hey, is it all right if I use this? And we can both charge off of it. So I hope that is helpful. Let me guys know if you have any specific questions about this topic, and I will see you again soon with another video. Take care and buen camino.